a common suggestion that you keep getting is if your iron stores are low, go for meat, because people assume that's where the highest iron stores are. When we actually compare foods, like which foods have greatest iron, you will be surprised to see that actually whole food plant-based have more iron. But the form of iron that is present is different. Like when you take iron from plant-based sources, you get the non-heme type of iron, as opposed to like when you eat the animal-based, you're getting the heme iron, which people think is the more absorbable form. And so that's why most of the suggestions come regarding eating meat to increase your iron stores. But what studies have shown is actually like when you're consuming iron from plant-based sources, you are actually having less inflammation, which is a good thing. Like you don't want to have inflammation in your body. So whenever you're getting the nutrients, you want to get the clean nutrients and which is best for your body rather than that which harms your body. And the other misconception is like people on a plant-based diet may be having low iron, but like what studies have shown is actually they consume more iron. Like if you're eating plant-based, you actually consume more iron. When it comes to what are the sources of iron, so one is beans. So beans, lentils, they are like rich sources of iron. It's always better to go. The other one is greens. So like leafy greens. So beans, greens, all these are excellent sources of iron. Soy, so like let's say if you're having tofu, or when it comes to whole grains, like quinoa is a good source of iron, and teff, amaranth, all these whole grains are good sources of iron. And when it comes to fruit, when you're having fruits in the form of dried fruit like raisins, so all those are rich sources of iron. Tahini seeds like either pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, or sunflower seeds, all these are good sources of iron. So these are all good sources of iron which you can try. And a lot of our participants, even in our course, so when it comes to irons, once they have switched to getting iron from plant-based sources, actually their iron levels have gone up. The other key is when you are taking these foods that are rich in iron, if you combine them with vitamin C, foods that are rich in vitamin C, it increases the absorption of iron. So one is getting the iron, and the other part is to see how you can increase the absorption of iron. So vitamin C foods, like it could be like anything like your berries, oranges, citrus fruits like cantaloupe, kiwi fruit, mango, papaya. All these are rich sources of vitamin C. Even your leafy green vegetables are rich sources of vitamin C's. Potatoes, peppers, tomatoes. So when you actually eat this food in relation to like when you're consuming beans and greens, it definitely increases the absorption of iron. And even like, let's say if you're adding turmeric to your food, that also increases your iron absorption. So these are the small tweaks that you can actually make to increase your iron stores. And and like when you make these changes, you would be amazed to see that the iron levels go up.
So my mom had like low iron once upon a time, and her doctor in India suggested going on iron supplements. And I asked her to do this experiment for a month. Eat a cup of cooked lentils every day, and eat 1 to 2 cups of cooked green leafy vegetables. And also have some oranges or like some lemon on a daily basis, and some pomegranate seeds. So all she did was just make sure that she had that bowl of greens and lentils with some vitamin C rich foods. And in a month, our iron stores improved and her hemoglobin improved, and she did not end up needing going on iron supplements. So if you're having low iron stores, definitely get a workup done. Make sure that there is nothing, make sure you're not
Yeah.
losing iron from your gut, or like sometimes you could be having like heavy bleeding. People can lose iron from there as well. Like make sure that low iron is not from any occult or like a minor bleeding that you're not able to see with your naked eye. And then just go for the plant-based sources of iron. Animal-based sources of iron, they're more inflammatory. The heme iron coming from the animals, it's more inflammatory compared to the plant-based iron, is it's less inflammatory.